Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. This show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Today we are talking every afternoon at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today we're talking about your why you do things, what motivates you, and how that's tethered or connected to your productivity. All right. If you're new to the show, we air each weekday morning again at 4:45 a.m. then 4:45 p.m. You can go to Michael Datcher's YouTube channel and to become a subscriber. It's free. I did say free. One, two, three, four, free. You get all these videos and information about upcoming events and whatnot. You can also go to productivethroughjoy.com. We do public group production through Joy, seminars and workshops. Reach out to us. We also do live one-on-one productive through Joy consulting. So here we are. We're talking today again about the idea of why and productivity. You can also, of course, go to michaeldatcher.com. And also, if you're enjoying the show thus far, please swipe left or right across your device to invite people to join the conversation. For those, again, who are new, let me say a few words. Well, let me first say, as you may also be able to discern from the show's title, we're also interested in the idea of using joy itself as a technology to move us towards our goals and objectives. As we know from 10th grade science, there's a scientific imperative behind the feeling of joy. And when the body's feeling joyful, what's happening at a biochemical level is that the body is flooding itself with endorphins, and that endorphin release gives us a sense of euphoria that we can then leverage to move ourselves towards our goals and objectives. We encourage everyone on the show to start their own business that they may be able to eventually um, live in abundance like a boss. The show is actually aimed at folks just like that, those who are entrepreneurs, those who would like to be entrepreneurs, and those who are simply just endeavoring to live like a boss, upgrading their skill set, becoming more dynamic, becoming more powerful. So if that's you, you've definitely found the right place. Again, if you're enjoying the show, swipe left or right across your device to invite people to join the conversation. Definitely become a subscriber by pushing the subscribe button um, on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and go to productivethroughjoy.com again to reach out to us. Have me come out and speak to your group or organization, or take advantage of our one-on-one Productive Through Joy consulting. For those who are new, let me say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I am the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called my people, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americas, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where Michael Brown, of course, was murdered, and the conflagration that ensued initially happened there as well. I'm also that book is about identical twin sons, um, and one of whom gets vitiligo, the so-called Michael Jackson disease. That book will be out. That book will be out this April 2018 on Third World Press, Hakeem Mahaboudi's classic, iconic World Press, Third World Press, which I'm very excited to be a part of. So look for it in bookstores everywhere starting in April this year, 2018. And I'm sure I'll be coming close to you, to a town near you. So look for me coming to your area code. You can also, of course, bring me out to speak about being productive through joy. Um, I'm also, my educational background, well, I'm the former executive director of the World Stage, a literary and jazz venue here in California. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English literature at Loyola Marymount University here in California. I'm an expert at being productive, all right? I don't say that to brag, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, then subsequently gave me up for adoption to a wonderful and single divorcee. So at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Cool Moji famously said, how you liking me now? right? And if I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching this show. In fact, that my story really motivates this business. We know what it's like to come through difficulty, through hardship. And when people like us can make it, can have success, can have abundance, it just gives encouragement to those who come from similar types of backgrounds. They think if we can do it, maybe I can do it too. And inspiration is an undervalued entity. You want to be able to inspire those around you, not so much by giving some speech, although that can help, of course, but just by doing it, just by doing you. And we find that when you just do you in an inspirational way, people are going to take note and know that it is possible. All right. So, again, today we're talking about your why, what motivates you, why you do things, and its relationship to productivity. In the morning show, we like to also touch on the ideal of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. As we know, we at times will wake up with trouble on our mind, and it follows us throughout our day. And we go into our sleep mode with that trouble on our mind, and maybe even a couple of additional troubles picked up along the way throughout the day. And we take that into our sleep, have disturbed sleep, wake up with more trouble on our mind. I mean, it can be a terrible thing. I've had that experience before. That is not how you want to live your life. Speaking from experience, it's terrible. So we know that what it's like. Right? So we help people address that issue, because when you are endeavoring to live like a boss, and however that manifests for you, you're going to have more stress because more pressure is going to be involved, money is going to be involved, meeting payroll and lawsuits, and there's a lot involved in being a boss, a lot involved in balling, let me tell you. But it's okay, but it's all worth it because you have the resources to do what needs to be done, help your family, help your friends, and help your community. It's all good. But definitely, to keep it real, it's, you have to be prepared for an additional level of stress. That's just what it is. More money, more problems is a real thing. All right. So we do this in the context of ritual. Ritual can be defined as basically doing the same thing at around the same time, right? So let me give you a brief example of my morning ritual to serve as an exemplar to make this point clear. So in the mornings, I wake up at 3:45 a.m. I read a couple of spiritual indoor business books. I do our show right now at 4:45 a.m. Until 5. At 5, I work on my current book until basically sunrise. At sunrise, just before the break of dawn, I go out to the beach. I live here along the coast of Venice Beach, California. So I walk out and bring my drum, I meditate, I pray, I do yoga. It's a beautiful time, early in the morning. The sun hasn't risen, it's just about to break dawn. The birds are out, it's a lot. Dolphins, it's amazing out at the water early in the morning. Super peaceful, waves are crashing. It's very loud because it's just no sound pollution, it's just the waves and the drum. It's really powerful. Then I come back to the crib, work on the crib, the vernacular word for my home. Then I work on my current book for a while longer. Then go back to the beach to run up the coast all the way past Santa Monica's Pier, all the way back here to Venice to go to my gym, Gold's Gym, to get my workout in. Get my buff on. So by, guys, 9:30, I'm feeling extraordinary. My body is being flooded with endorphins, and that endorphin release gives me a sense of euphoria that I can then leverage to move myself towards my goals and objectives, which for me, of course, involve consulting, real estate, publishing, and public speaking. Now, we're not saying do what I do. We're saying do what you do. And we help you do what you do by constructing a ritual that's designed around your belief system, your schedule, and your desire to get it done. So on that note, I'm reading two great books. Not great. I'm reading one great book and one pretty good book. I'm reading the great book is called the Nag Hammadi Library or Reader. There's various copies of this and translations. It's a book of Gnostic or so-called gnosis or wisdom literature about knowledge, about knowing yourself, in Egyptian, ancient Egyptian or Kemetic tradition of knowing that God is everywhere, and if God is everywhere, God must also be inside of yourself. And so the Egyptians believe that a person's journey is all about getting to know the self, the God inside the self, and living from that space. So the writings in this book are pick up this book. I'll leave it at that. I'm also reading a book called Owning the Moment by Carl Lance, which is a book that sounds like what it's about. It's a book about seizing the moment, being in the moment, owning it, just being up in it, and being all in the moment. It's a pretty good book. It needs some help, but overall it's pretty good. So from those two books, I extract some wisdom, which I call the morning chant. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, being motivated by my why is why my dreams are guaranteed to manifest. All right. And so, again, as a meditating natural mystic, being motivated by my why is why my dreams are guaranteed to manifest. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Well, first, let me say I contemplate that idea, that these ideas, I place it on my phone. So as I go through my day, I'll pop my phone up several times a day just to read that morning. I read it to my daughters, send it to my kids. I really think about it and then seek to just get into my DNA, apply it, and also create the morning and afternoon shows based upon my morning reading and my morning chant. So all these shows are really motivated by an organic, spirit-infused, authentic approach to knowing the self more. So today we're talking about your why and how that, knowing your why and how that enhances your sense of not simply your sense, but enhances your actual productivity. So let's dive in. Again, if you're enjoying the show, please swipe left or right across your device. Definitely invite people to join the conversation. Definitely become a subscriber. Push that subscribe button for me at Michael Datcher's YouTube channel. Get all these videos. It's really a great show. Let people know about it. We air live. This is live. This is live TV coming at you live. If you're with me now, so it's a powerful thing. Reach out. Have me come out, speak to your group or organization. We also offer, of course, live one-on-one productive through joy consulting. All that's available through. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com. All right. I think that's it. Let's dive into the show. So point one is that you want to figure out what is your why. Like, why are you doing what you're doing? Listen, sometimes, guys, when life gets hard, when you're working so hard, you're like, it's depressing. I mean, you're giving so much. People don't appreciate you. You're like, wow, you're tired. And it can make you bitter and super unhappy. It can make you not want to do it. It can make you resent people. A lot of problems come about by working hard. But when you know your why, like why you're doing what you're doing, it just changes your dynamic. It changes your mindset, right? So it's best seen through example. So one of my whys are my children. I've got two incredible daughters. I am seeing them thrive and be well resourced and be happy and providing for them. So when I'm tired, so I get up really early in the morning, although I really actually love to sleep, although it wouldn't seem that way. When I'm really tired, what gets me out of bed is those kids, providing for those children, So that's one of my whys. Another why is seeing my girl Carmen just thrive and be happy and brilliant and amazing, right? Just wanting her to be her most full self. I'm motivated by her to help her do what she needs to do and be her highest self, right? Why? So your thing is you need to figure out what your why is, which goes into point two. Once you figure out what your why is, let that motivate you. Let that propel you. Let it get you out of bed. Let it make you make those tough phone calls, those cold calls. Make it allow it to move you into action, which goes into point three. As you begin to live out the why, you're going to have an absolute, definite enhancement in your productivity that's going to change not just your life, but the lives of your family, friends, and relations. Boom, goes the dynamite. That's it for today's show. We air each weekday morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m., early AF, here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Definitely become a subscriber. Push that subscribe button. Have me come out. It's for free. Have me come out to speak to your group or organization. We also offer live one-on-one productive through joy consulting. Definitely look at productivethroughjoy.com, see what we do. We offer incredible programs, guys. Certainly share this video to your friends and family. And thanks for listening. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.